Welcome you all. I am V. Parmala Devi, Department of English. So today I am going to take the communicative English. So what is communication? So I give you the definition of communication. So the word communication is derived from Latin word, it's called communis. Okay, so which means it's a common, it's a sharing, exchanging and transmit, etc. So many then another one, the screen. So they giving many definitions of communication. Here in this particular slide I mentioned only the two things. Two definition of communication. So communication means it's exchanging our ideas. Okay, so the communication is the effective sharing and transmission of facts of opinions, its emotions with two or more people. So the two thing is very important, that is sender and receiver. So what is sender? So now I am giving the information to you people, so I am the sender. So you people are listening my words, what I am trying to tell. You are all gathering the information from me, so you are all the receiver. So this is a important one. Then types of communication, this is very important. So types of communication can be classified into three types, that is verbal communication, non-verbal communication and paraverbal communication. So verbal communication. So what is verbal communication? So communication through language, communication through language. So communication through language. So non-verbal communication means, so nowadays most of the people, maximum 95%, 75% everyone they are followed the non-verbal communication. No one is followed the verbal communication. So non-verbal communication means it's without speaking. For example, body language, eye contact, muscle tension, posture, mannerism and proxemism. So it's a five sense. For example, eye, it's an expression. So when I am taking class, somebody is disturbing, just I'm looking the same person, we can easily understood what I am trying to tell. I am not ready to tell, but with it's a body language, we can easily understood what I am trying to tell. So paraverbal communication, it's not what you say and how to say, that is the paraverbal communication. It's the way of the same sentence. For example, I give you one sentence, the tone, pitch, volume is, it's very important. The examples of paraverbal communication, that is the voice quality, that is voice tone, and rate of speech, it's a fast and slow. So we are reading rhyming, that is different. We are reading the paragraph, that is different. Suppose exclamatory sentence is there, abdina, our way of pronunciation is different. Some proverb is there, the way of pronunciation is different. So the fast and slow tension we are all followed. So then rhythm of voice, then volume, inflections. So these are all the coming under the paraverbal communication. Then I give you the one example of paraverbal communications. It refers to this message that we transmit through the tone, pitch and pacing of our voices. See, read this sentence, the four sentences is the same one. I bought an Audi car. Here I put stress for I. So not buy for my uncle or daddy or my son, like that. So I bought an Audi car. Then I bought an Audi car. I bought myself. I am not borrow from other one. Okay. Listen, I bought an Audi car. So Audi, here I am putting stress. So I bought an Audi car, not a scooty or not a Maruti 800 or whatever. So here it's mentioned Audi. Here I am putting stress here. So I bought an Audi car. I bought a car, not a scooty or jeep, whatever else. Yes, yes, it's a non-verbal. It's giving full physical attentions to the speaker, being aware of the speakers. It's a non-verbal messages. So barriers of effective communication. So barriers, sometimes the barriers of communications is there. So first one is linguistic incompetence. Linguistic incompetence means the way of sentences I am not given in the proper means, that is the effective communication, that is not a good communication. So then lack of clarity. So whenever I am given any one topic, now I am explaining to you, you have to listen. Suppose if you have any doubt, you have to clear your doubts, otherwise that is not a good communication. So in that time the barrier of communication we call. Then lack of motivation. For example, in our class Tamil medium students is also there, then English medium students is also there. So I want to motivate my students. I am not motivated the students, that students are not able to come forward. So in that time it's a lack of communication. So that is not a good communication. So we have to communicate. And then socio-economic background and the improper body language. So these are all the, it's very important one. Thank you.